Last but certainly not least is the third key to remarkable memory, association. Association is the ability for a piece of information to tap into a neural connection that already exists. It's the equivalent of having a file folder for the new learning to go into. For example, if I read a list of 10 numbers to you arbitrarily, and then I ask you to remember them, and then say them back to me, normally you'd find it hard to remember more than 4 or 5 numbers. But if those 10 numbers also happen to be your phone number, then the task would be really easy, and you would be able to give them back to me even a year later, because it was already part of a previous neural connection. So, how can you use association to remember things better? It's really quite easy. If memory works by association, connecting things together, then we can actively work to create an association between 2 bits of information. For example, let's say you have to catch a plane and it leaves at 2. Then just imagine the picture of a plane in your mind, and it has 2 wings. 2 wings, 2 o'clock. That is an association. Now you're 10 times more likely to remember the takeoff time long after it's faded from your short-term memory. Now, what about when pieces of information aren't really related in any way? How are you supposed to link them? Well, you have to be a little bit more creative. It's not really hard. You just have to think of a picture in your mind that kind of links everything together. Probably something unusual or silly so that it'll be more memorable. Maybe you just moved into a new town and you need to remember that the grocery store is on Maple Street, okay? So in your mind, you picture this huge grocery bag, big brown paper bag full of stuff, and then you just imagine just pouring fresh maple syrup all over that bag, running down the sides, the bag's turning dark brown. Now you're going to remember that the grocery store is on Maple Street. So it's really easy to do. You just pick 2 things and create a crazy picture. It's really pretty easy after you get used to doing it a few times.